Alright, YouTube and Fallout community. So we know that we're getting a revamp to survival mode before long, so I thought it'd be time to do a little bit of speculation, maybe what exactly will be in this new update. First off, the current survival mode, all it really is the enemies do, I think, 2x damage to you, and you do 0.5 damage to them, so you do, like, a lot less damage, you do a lot less damage, they do a lot more damage to you, and you heal over time. Which, the healing over time is pretty good for survival. But other than that, that's really all it is. And with a harder difficulty, you run into more like legendary enemies, but that's whatever. I run into so many legendary enemies on my game, and it's just normal difficulty, so I don't really... And who cares, right? And then, okay, we're going to go back to New Vegas. With hardcore mode on New Vegas, you had your stim packs and your Radaway healed over time. Your ammo had weight. Your limbs could only be restored by certain items, like Hydra and Dr. Bags, and visiting certain people, like doctors and things. Your sleep didn't restore your health, or your limbs either. And your companions could die permanently. And probably more, I mean, obviously hardcore mode, the enemies were harder. So that was, you see the differences right there, and there's probably more, but the hardcore mode was so much better. And then what I want to go over is the few things that I think will be in these new updates, because remember they said food, sleep, diseases, danger, and more. And when it comes to the food, I mean, it'll just be food, right? You'll have to eat, so all that, like, Mirelurk meat and all that shit that you normally loot off the enemies and probably sell right away, or you might cook it and then sell it. You have to keep some of it, because regardless of whether you use the food in game, you're going to be forced to with survival mode, because you have to eat. It's just how it is. Hopefully there's a hydration thing. They didn't touch on that, like, in the tweet, but of course there's only so many things you can put with 140 characters. So the food could be water as well. Hopefully so. When it comes to the sleep, I talked about this before. I don't remember if I did it in a video. I know I did it on a tweet for sure. I think that there should be some kind of a bedroll item so that you can sleep anywhere you want to. And when it comes to when this update to survival mode where you're gonna have to sleep all the time, especially since there's still you can only wait with sitting down on something or sleeping. I could really see maybe an item like a bedroll coming out, because whenever they had the hardcore mode, and I think it was one of the DLCs for New Vegas, you got that water canteen, which I think helped keep you hydrated, so that you didn't have to always have water on you. So maybe the bedroll could be the same thing, like you have a way to sleep if you want to, anywhere. Diseases, some people seem surprised that there's diseases. Like, I mean, admittedly, it's newer to Fallout, but it kind of isn't. You could be poisoned, which is probably what the diseases will be. But Skyrim, which is made by Elder Scrolls, which is made by Bethesda, who made this game, because this isn't Oblivion, this is Bethesda's game right here, or if Fallout 4 is. Elder Scroll, or I don't know about the older ones because I never played Oblivion, but Skyrim, I mean, had diseases. So this isn't super new to a Bethesda game. It is newer to Fallout, but kind of not, because we've had poisons. You could like get stung by like a rad scorpion or like a Cazador, and you'll take damage over time and things like that. But it'll probably be more in depth than that, obviously, because we already have the poisons. I think you can be poisoned in this game. I'm not 100%. I mean, it's kind of hard to remember everything about this game. So we'll probably see, I don't even know, dude. Maybe like radiation poisoning. Maybe you can get like a disease if you have so much radiation on you at one time. Like Maddie said in his podcast, I hope it's not like you have X disease, so you lose -2 endurance. Like it's not. Hopefully, it's not like that. Which, because the way they redid radiation, they got rid of that. Where you lose stats and you actually have like actually detrimental effects from radiation. Hopefully, the diseases will be the same way. Danger, that one's up in the air really. I'm thinking obviously harder combat. That's what they mean. Weapon and armor degradation might come back. Hopefully, that'd be a good way to make it seem survival-esque. And that'd make it more dangerous, because like you're in the middle of this like hard gunfight, bunch of super mutants around you, and you're shooting, and boom, your fucking gun breaks, and you're like, oh god damn it. So that'd make it more dangerous. Possibly, and this is speculation too, companions could die. That is what the hardcore mode for New Vegas allowed, because before that your companions wouldn't die; they'd just like drop down in the fight. So not hopefully, but maybe that's what it'll be. And then I don't know what the more could be. Maybe ammo has to carry weight again. I mean, there could be so many other things that the more could mean, because you never know what Bethesda's going to do. This was shocking enough, and so we don't know what they're going to add in with survival mode. So let me know, are you going to start a new game when survival mode is revamped, or are you going to continue playing your game in survival mode? Later, guys.